does look like they're buying up like it's a pistol round. So Sadakist, why don't you take us away in this one?
Yeah, absolutely. So quick roster rundown. Well, we have the chance for Area 51, Disciple, Steno, Nitro, Hades, and Rush going against Valen, Sempis, 666, MSQ, and Slemmy. And it is actually, well, I'm not sure. They're confusing me now, too, because I thought I saw some team damage come out with one of the grenades, but now they're just stacked up and waiting passively. So it is actually going to be the pistol round. And the decoys are out at long. That's going to allow a 3-2 split onto the A site, 2 coming in from Ivy. But they are going to be met with Valen, Slemmy, and Sempis stacked up in those A tunnels here, just waiting it out. Hades on the top of that tongue, and the train is going to pop down, gets a double kill. Nice shot on Valence, picks up a second one on Sempis, and Nitro picks up the hat trick for his team with the shot onto Slemmy. So already the players at B are going to have to rotate over and go clutch back against 5 remaining Area 51 players. Steno's only on 9 HP, but with that much support, it shouldn't matter as Rush takes down 666. And there it is, Nitro closes it out. So 1-0 already, Area 51 Gaming on the T side. A great start. And Hades did some, Hades, I always want to call him Hades, but Hades, the Greek god, did some phenomenal work getting inside A2 early.
You want to call him Hades because we're playing on a map that's AIDS, and it rhymes, and that's why it's funny. Now, you are aware that 666 is Professor Chaos, correct?
Yeah, I've just been going with his in-game handle because it's easier to, whatever chat wants.
Well, I'm going to confuse everybody by calling it Professor Chaos the entire time. But I like what the terrorists did. Obviously, the setups with the smokes and the flashes coming out in the outside bomb site. That's obviously going to be the preferable site to go on this map. They're going to slow things down, as we did see a little bit of an outside stack from Pure. They're going to reel it back in and take it towards the inside bomb site now. And that looks like exactly where Area 51 is going to be going with this bomb, which, the old Star Wars reference. It's a trap! So here they come, and they will be working their way down through the brown halls now, and very, very slowly, monotonous play from Area 51, but they are going to be running into a lot of CZ75 fire as every member of Pure has picked up the auto pistol. And here comes the smokes, here comes the flashes, and here comes the CZ75 from Professor Chaos, and Sempis going to drop 2. And now Steno going to get dropped by Sempis as well, as he has picked up the Galil. Now Hades, and I said it too, Hades and Disciple going to be answering back, but that's going to leave it all on Disciple now as he's only got 16 points of health. The bomb is on his back. Galil is in hand, but I don't know if it's going to be enough at this point in the round. All Slimmy has to do is peek around the corner on the Pop Dog train and peek him. And now we've got ourselves a Mexican standoff as he is going to work his way around. Nope, he's going to go back to sidewalk. Now he's going to go back to the site. And he's going to peek out, and he does get taken down. So a successful eco round for Pure, and that's exactly what they need on their CT side.
Yeah, and if you didn't join us in the last 2 matches, or if obviously you were casting, but if some of the viewers didn't see Pure's previous gameplay, their CT side has been spot on all night. That is single-handedly what won them the best of 3 against Nexus. So keep an eye out for that. It's good to see them get an early eco. I love an eco round. It makes things exciting, but it's even more advantageous for Pure because this is their strong point, playing defensively, playing passively, and not making too many risk plays that catch them out. So that's going to be a huge advantage. Hades actually still managing to grab onto an AK-47. That's the only gun out on the board, and that's, in my opinion, a bit of a misbuy. Mind you, he did have significantly more cash, so it does even him up with the rest of the teammates, but it might have been advantageous to try and hold on for an AWP in the next round. Mind you, less and less common that we see the AWP coming out for the T side on train. Meanwhile, FAMAS's, Galil's, A1s, all the rifles you can think of out for the CTs. But the patience is a virtue right now as the T's just stack up. Looks like they are finally going to commit to inner. Bomb is in the hands of Steno. We'll see if he can try and work inside the site. Hades going to get the first shot. There it is, that AK making the entry play onto Slemmy, and that's going to open things up for strength in numbers as they try and work in with the pistols and pursue some frags. Sempis goes back into Hades. Rush goes into Valence, and that means it's still slightly an advantage here for Area 51. And with the bomb down, they're going to work over and also pick up a second gun. Steno's going to get that from Moss, but he costs him his life in return as Professor Chaos pops out, takes him down. And now it is 3-on-3. The gun's still in the hands, but no, look at this. Area 51, we might see a double eco as they're in a position here to go back on Sempis, who's pushing now upward with the P2000, and there it is. He does go down, so back-to-back eco rounds. Area 51 come right back with one of their own, and this is going to be unbelievable if this is going to set our tempo for the night.
It's going to be a match, boys. It's going to be a match. And like you said, you weren't sure about that misbuy. That's actually something that I've been seeing more and more commonly done. Is, you know, everybody goes for the Glock save, and one member of the team picks up an AK with head armor, and then they just trade the gun down.
Yeah,
you know,
the old
that
Superman
player goes
strategy.
in, exactly. That player goes in first. If they get the kill, that's great. If they don't get the kill, the next player goes in and picks up that AK, tries to pursue the frag with it, and you know, they just keep trading down that gun until either they're all dead or they win the round. But now we see an outside take as Hades and Rush going to be opening things up. Steno's going to get in on the action as well, dropping Miss Q. And now it's a 2 versus 5 post plant. And we did have Schaefer in here not a couple of days ago, I want to say maybe a week ago, and he actually talked to us about the importance of, you know, when you get down to a 2 versus 2 or a 2 versus 3 situation, as a terrorist, getting that bomb plant is like having an extra teammate available, you know, because now they can't just worry about the 2 people that they have left in the round. They have to worry about that bomb as well, as we see Hades and Rush cleaning up the last 2. And, you know, that just goes to show you now they had a 6th man on the field. There's no way that Pure was going to be able to recover from that one. So a nice round from Area 51. Now up 3-1.
Yeah, absolutely. No risks taken that time. They were a little more confident with the guns. Didn't want to put anyone overextending into what we've already seen, double ecos. So played it a little more as a team as they took over the A site that time. And smokes did come out from spawn. You're going to see them again this round as well. Look at that, landing right in front of Slemmy. That's thrown from the electrical box directly adjacent to the bridge in spawn. And that's the one I was talking about. If that smokes off the player playing mid, that completely allows the T's to get into sight, as does Rush getting a frag on Slemmy from ladder. That completely cracks things wide open. And now they can completely overwhelm the CTs. Valence is going to drop as well. Sempis managing to get 1 frag in return, but not before Steno can turn and fire back into him. MSQ gets a frag into Steno, but a bomb has gone inner. Well, all of that noise. Outer has pulled the 2 Pure players well and truly out of position. So post-plant, they're going to have to rotate back around here, and it looks like actually they're going to try and hang on, not give any frag money, and hold on to the 2 guns that they did manage to grab, 2 AK-47s. But they are going to be pursued. It looks like Hades is going to be the first there. Nonetheless, round is going to go the way of Area 51. We should head on to our first gun round. And I don't know, man. This is interesting. Those early smokes out of spawn, I talk about it. They're so vital on this map. And it looks like Area 51 knows them and knows them well. They're not going to find these 2 players. Okay, now they're cluing in. Now they've realized they're not at long at all, and Hades is going to flash in. He might get 1. No, he's not, and he might just fall back, actually, because they've got a good stack on him. He doesn't, and 666 picks up him and Nitro, but not before MSQ goes down. So they managed to hold on to that 1 Galil, unfortunately, or pardon me, that 1 AK-47. Unfortunately, they weren't able to take that out of 666 / Professor Chaos's hand.
Yeah, and unfortunately costly there at the end of the round because the bomb had gone off, so no bonus money for any of those players that died there at the very end, which was Hades and MSQ, and I believe Disciple as well. So no bonus money going into that round, as we do see the AWP get picked up by MSQ, and also, coincidentally, on the other side, Hades going to be rocking the big green as well. You see a little bit of spam, and Professor Chaos going to get the better of that one right onto the face of Steno, as that's going to make it an early 4 versus 5. Oh, Hades with a beautiful shot onto Slimmy up there in CT Heaven. And this is an exciting match already, as Sempis answers back onto Hades, looking for more, but the trades are real, boys and girls. We are 2 for 2 right now, as MSQ looking to get another pick with that AWP. Not going to get it, going to get dropped by Nitro out there in the outside bomb site. The bomb yet to be planted, still on the back. Actually, it's not, it's dropped. Now it's picked up by Nitro. He's going to be looking for the plant on that bomb train. And a little bit shoulder peeking out there, and Professor Chaos taking advantage of that one, able to put a little bit of damage onto him as well. And now looking for the retake, is basically all avenues of this map have been cut off by the players of Area 51. And, you know, they're not coming from Ladder, they're not coming from Z, they're not coming from T-Con. So where are they coming from? They got to be coming from Ivy, as one member already pushed up by the Hell area. That's going to be Valence and Professor Chaos, and 1 dropped already. Coming out. Professor Chaos gets 1. Nitro, the last man standing. Professor Chaos going to get a 4th frag in this round. 28 points of health. Just doing extreme damage for his team. And Pure, a round that they should have never even had a dream of winning, goes their way.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a huge play by Professor Chaos. Definitely showing off why, in fact, he is the professor. But barring his miraculous play aside, the initial point of that round completely went the way of Area 51, and it all comes on the back, again, of leaving Sempis out to dry. He's playing on the bomb train at A, and he's not getting the support from MSQ that he needs at long, and it's actually this round, she's going to push all the way up, and Disciple and Nitro are both there, so this could be costly. but he needs support fire. He can take down one, he can take down two, but he completely gets overwhelmed because there's no one else there to at least cover his angles and force the enemy away from him. Disciple gets one frag on MSQ. There it is. She finally does drop it. Sempis got a frag just before that, so it still remains in a 4-on-4 situation as Hades is going to push through the smoke coming out from T-Con. Hades will get the frag on Professor Chaos. That's going to make it a little bit more advantageous here for Area 51. And look at Steno picking up a double. One on A1 on Sempis and another one at Z-Connector on Valens. And that thing is pretty much to bed this round. Slemmy, the only one remaining as he sits all the way inside B, rushing up or trying to hang on to that A1. And that means Rush will plant the bomb, and surely it'll be a 5-2 score. Not a bad start for Area 51, especially against a dominant Pure side on a CT. That made no sense how I said that. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. And I think most of the people in chat probably have a general idea of not what you meant. So we will be seeing a 5-2 scoreline as Slimmy trying to desperately hold on to his M4A1 silenced Colt Carbine Maverick as I go through the entire name of the gun because that is the important part of this. But, you know, we've talked about this before, and the whole color casting, beating a dead horse, talking about the same thing round in and round out. And that's exactly what we're doing here because we just, oh, there's the frag, so Slimmy's going to be able to drop Rush. But we keep seeing the same thing over and over again. The outside take, how crucial it is, the smokes, the flashes, you know, the flash down the Ivy lane, able to push two members down hell. That was Hades, and he was able to connect with a beautiful shot on one member of Pure out there. I believe that was on Slimmy down there. No, it was Professor Chaos that was at the back of the bomb train, and that provoked the turn from Sempis and allowed, you know, Steno to come up and pick him off, and subsequently the one in Z Hall as well. So, and we do see an eco round coming out from Pure this time. So 5-2 is going to be your scoreline, and Area 51 absolutely off and running early in this matchup as you take a look at the way that the rounds have gone. You know, we had the pistol round go in favor of Area 51. We had the eco afterwards. Then we had another eco round after that. And then it was 2 rounds for Area 51. Then they traded a couple of rounds, but that reset the money situation on the CT side. And they have sniffed out Slimmy inside. They've dropped the M4, so that gun is now out of play. And Valence also going to be forced to sit out the remainder of this round as some good spams come through. Doing a little bit of damage onto Professor Chaos there on the backside of that smoke. And a nade going to take down Sempis. Disciple throwing that Peyton Manning, and another nade going to take down MSQ. So the hail of gunfire and frag grenades going to be coming out. And as you like to say, the Pokeballs are real, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
so
Ash
surely
catching everyone he can.
There you go. And two of them got caught this round, so 6-2 going to be your scoreline. Professor Chaos, the last man standing, looking to try to salvage what he can. He's got 8 bullets left in that CZ75, and now he's got 0 bullets and also 0 HP. So 6-2 going to be your score. Area 51 off and running.
Off and running indeed, and this is going to be a start that will be absolutely crucial heading into halftime number 2. They've already got 6 on the T side. We talked about, well, we had differing opinions, slightly differing opinions, but we talked about close halves. And right now, if they can even secure those final 2 rounds, getting that 8 is going to be so important. And they are in a great position to do so. But we're back onto a gun round, a partial gun round, I guess you could look at it. Valen's holding on to a Swag 7. And it looks like that's all he could afford. But the gun's pretty good in certain situations. Slemmy's going to open up the first frag of the round. That's going on to Disciple. And there it is. Professor Chaos with the op gets Hades. Sempis takes down Steno. Where was this the previous rounds? Because Pure is finally holding it down as only Nitro and Rush remain. Rush comes out from ladder. MSQ gets a frag on him. It's been even across the board. Every person on the
Statue of Liberty play.
Yeah, absolutely. Where's our last player? Nitro.
T-Spawn playing Statue of Liberty.
Oh, I'm not familiar. What is this statue? Oh, the one remaining. It's like reverse gladiator.
Well, yeah, kind of. Basically, he just sat and spawned the AFK play, trying to pull him off.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not familiar with. I'm used to the gladiator when you're like winning in a pug and you just send one guy in and you're like, all right, you didn't get the ace. We're all going. So, Nitro, the last man remaining. There is a player directly above him, and you can see that in heaven through the X-ray right there. He might catch out Sempis, but that's going to prompt everyone to turn, but he's aware that he's up there. And actually, it's a she. Takes down MSQ, but there it is. Professor Chaos finally responds. There was still 30 seconds remaining on the clock. He could have made something happen with that double kill, but not able to do so. 6-3, Pure finally getting another round.
Absolutely. As we do see now, the AWP dropped to MSQ, and we'll see if she can do anything with that in her hands. She is only 2-8, but 0-7 for Valence, and this is uncanny for him because he's been relatively dominant for Pure so far through this entire online qualifier, and you saw it firsthand on the last couple of matches that you cast. Valence doing some absolutely stellar work for them. Symphis coming in huge as the backup, and we will be seeing if they can continue their momentum now or if they're going to trade these rounds and force the eco on either side. As you see, the money situation not very good for either of these two teams. Now, a bomb plant could push Area 51 to a purchase round should they lose this, but if they don't get that bomb plant, they could be forced to drop 2 rounds in a row unless they get another exciting eco round in their favor. But without those smokes and flashes outside, I think Pure's got to be thinking it's going to be an intertake here, and that's exactly where the bomb is working its way through the white halls down towards the brown halls, as we will be seeing Area 51 attempt to take this inside bomb site. But the bomb on the back of Rush, playing it very, very slowly now, as we see Slimmy going to be working his way around to that upper ramp just to spot it out and see if he sees anybody just peeking their head out there, because we do have Hades at the point. And he's going to be coming out through Ivy, looking for some action there, playing that lurk roll to a T right now, and he's going to catch one here in just a second. Misses the shot, which is unfortunate, but that's going to keep them honest outside. And now the push is towards inside. No, they're going to fall back, and I believe they're going to come out ladder, as they have gotten the rotation to the inside. They've got one member sitting CT spawn ramp, and they've got 2 members inside, one in Z as well. And that's going to put it all on Professor Chaos outside to hold this down, facing off against 5 guns. And he's done that already. Rush going to get 1. Valen's on the board. Professor Chaos with 2 of his own, but Disciple going to drop him. Now it's a 2-on-3. And they're going to be working to get that bomb plant on the outside bomb site. And they are going to get that to happen. So now MSQ on to Steno, and that's going to leave it all on Disciple. Now it's a 2 versus 1. Slemmy and MSQ. Can they get it done? He's looking for 1 at Ivy. He's not going to find it because she's coming up through the 1 lane outside. He's going to make it a 1 versus 1 now. And now he knows where Slimmy is. He's going to hightail it out of there and play a little ring around the rosy with Slimmy. And he knows where he's at. But Slimmy going to pistol whip him, and he is going to be able to pick up the bomb. Oh, he was on the ladder!
That could have been so costly.
Been so bad.
Oh my god, that would have been like fail of the month. That would have been unreal. Only Train produces such logic.
AIDS!
Yeah, full blown. This isn't HIV. That's full blown. No, really interesting there that you were talking about how Hades was coming down Ivy, having a bit of an exchange with Professor Chaos with about 35 seconds remaining on the clock. But because there was 35 seconds on the clock and they hadn't seen much outside presence, the CTs all assumed that it was inner, and the call from Hades, I would assume, was that, hang on, guys, they're all there. And quickly they rotated back. They did get a bomb plant, but the retake was very strong. And now they get another round. So 6-4, they're closing the gap here, down to just 2. But Disciple wants to extend it again, as he takes a 1-tap into Slemmy, who pushes all the way up into upper B. And now they're going to nade down the ramp. And, oh no, that actually bounces past Valens. He only loses 4 HP. It looked like it was going to be more significant than that when the nade was released, but not the case, as it bounces well and truly past him. Professor Chaos still just inside Z Connector. He gets caught out by Hades. There he is, lurking again. You talked about it. From
plays.
That Ivy. Yeah, now he knows MSQ's also in the area, and he's going to try and locate her and take her down. And he does so. Well done. Hades getting a second frag, and that opens up the A site entirely. They rotate back, and the bomb does go down. Sempus from Z Hall manages to get Nitro at Heaven. That's only 1 frag, though. He's still got Rush to worry about, and Rush and as does Hades are already looking in that direction. They're very obvious to where he is. And that's pretty much his cue to say, no way, we'll save the guns. 6-4, moving on to 7-4. Area 51 pick up 1 more, but this is still a very evenly matched game.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a 7-4 scoreline coming into the 12th round. And, I mean, both of these teams playing exceptionally well. Now, the scoreboard might not necessarily reflect that 100%, with it being only within 3 rounds, and you see a Disciple actually sacrificing his gun there at the end of the round. But he's got 4,100. Not a big deal, as he'll be able to AK himself up rather nicely this round, and full nade as well. Actually, not full nade, but he does pick up 2 flashes. And that's all he'll need for a nice outside take once again. As, Area 51, I think that they see a weakness outside, and they are definitely exploiting it, as you can see it from the scoreboard. Really, the only one on the CT side that's really doing any work right now is Professor Chaos. He's 14-7. He's actually outfranking anybody on the terrorist side. Unfortunately, his team just can't commit afterwards, but we see Sempus pushing on Hell, and he's going to be able to pick off Hades early in this round, and that bodes well for the side of Pure, looking to
watch out for
string a
Slemmy
couple
too.
more rounds. And there it is. Oh, Disciple coming from Ivy, going to pick off 2, and the 1 clicks are real, boys and girls, as he's going to drop Sempus and Miss Q. And now coming down from ladder, Nitro's going to get caught, so the last man standing is going to be Disciple, but he's already picked up 2 this round. He's looking for the ace. I think he knows where a couple of them are. He knows Professor Chaos is at the E-box. Not going to be able to find it, as a little bit of bunny hopping is going to be what saves his neck for the time being. The bomb is dropped in T connector. He's got Slimmy to beat over there. That's only one man over in that direction. And he sees him, spots him, picks up the bomb, and he's got a lot of time to work with. Still 40 seconds on the clock. And he made some footsteps running away. Oh, Slimmy, if you push. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, the tension, man. The X-ray just brings a whole new element to the game. And Slimmy's going to surely push out now and try to catch him. But he allows him to get all the way into the bomb site now. And the fake plant. And he does finally get caught. Finally gets caught. But a nice effort from Disciple. Able to pick off 3. And Professor Chaos gets 2 that round as well. So Pure getting another round. And that actually broke the bank of Area 51. As you see, Nitro only $1,400.
Yeah, you talked about Professor Chaos getting some really great frags, leading all fraggers, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. I agree, he's been there, but he's been there late, and he's picking up late frags in the round when people are a little scattered. The player for me that's actually getting the early frags that are the most, important, I guess you could say, for Pure is Sempus. The problem is that he gets 1 or 2 in a clutch or a choke point, and then he gets completely overwhelmed. He gets completely pushed on, and he can't hold position, and no one's there to back him up. And I talked about that earlier on. That still seems to be a bit of an issue, but right now it is a save round for Area 51. They've gotten 1 pick so far, but they've already make it 2 now. Steno's going to drop down. I believe that was Professor Chaos. Slemmy going to go down as well. Valens responds, though, and there's Sempus to take down Steno, so they bring it back to a 2-on-2. But Hades has picked up an M4. Sempus is going to take down Nitro. And finally, they will get Hades, but Bomb Down does give them that extra bit of money, And with that many frags, they're going to be in a very good position next round to buy in a full fashion, I guess I should say. They'll be dressed in all the greatest robes.
Oh my God, they're going to be fabulous. Now, I don't know if you saw that from Hades' point of view or not, because I did, and that was just filthy. He just ran all the way down to Ivy and one-digged the pants off of Miss Q.
I didn't see it. I wish I had.
He roasted her face with the Deagle bullet all the way down Ivy. She was pushing up to the sandbags in Ivy. He caught her before she got there, and then he bided his time and also got the pick on Slimmy. So even though they didn't win the round, that was a successful eco round regardless. They got the bomb down. They got 3 guns out of the hands of the CT side. And now they've got to worry about MSQ up there in heaven. She is going to get taken down. Slimmy is going to be there to support as well. Rush looking to pick off Slimmy. He is finally going to go down to the hands of Disciple. And spraying through Disciple is going to pick off 2. That's going to leave it all on Professor Chaos and Valens this round. It's the bomb yet to be planted as it is over by the, I want to say, where is that? By the ladder lane? I believe, still by the ladder lane? No, that's by Hell. Yeah, I got my map upside down. That's by Hell on the back of Steno. So they're going to slow play it right now, as it is Valens and Professor Chaos. They know Professor Chaos plays outside typically, so they're still worried about that pressure from out there as Hades going to work his way down towards the dark side of... Oh, man, what a beautiful shot by Disciple. And I said the wrong name there as Hades actually is sitting out this round. And Disciple actually picking up 3 frags right now. And that is just absolutely insane. He's playing some lights out CS right now. Him and Hades doing some serious work for their team. Bomb has been planted. Valen's going to fall back and try to hold on to his M4 here as he's inspecting his weapons up there over top of the ladder room. And we will be seeing an 8-6 scoreline. And that's going to force the eco on Pure side now.
I do agree with you, by the way. The minimap on this map, when you bring it up, is upside down. It's so confusing. Like, why would you put T-side way up there in the left-hand corner? So I was confused too. But yeah, there was an interesting play that happened there when I think it was Disciple popped out. He shot at Sempus and Slemmy was right behind him, so he got a really easy double kill, and that was it. That was all the contest that A had done. So they just walked in, planted the bomb, picked up another round. There's the 8 that I talked about. It was 6-2. It's 8-6, so Pure's been doing better as of late, but it's already a 1/2 for Area 51. But is it going to be a 3-point spread or a 1-point spread? That's the question, and Pure has to respond right now. They bought out everything they can: a Scout, a Swag 7, a FAMAS, a CZ75, and Valens with the only traditional gun on the board, an M4A1, and they're going against 5 AK-47, so full firepower here for the T side, and Rush is going to make good use of that as he takes down Professor Chaos. And make it a second one as he gets Slemmy as well. As Valens coming around from Z connector. Man, Rush is on fire. That's a 3rd frag for him. A hat trick already. Steno gets one of his own on Valens. And now the last player remaining is MSQ. And she is stuck inside A1, getting pinched on by everyone. But Disciple picks up the frag. And there it is. A 3-round spread. Area 51, 9-6 on the T side. Head comfortably onto the CT at half of the map.
That is a substantial lead, like I talked about earlier. You know, if you're on the CT side, you really want to get you want that half to go in your favor, regardless of what side you're on. You want that half to go in your favor, naturally. But 9-6, that's a big hole to dig yourselves out of, especially on the T side. I mean, to win 10 rounds on the terrorist side of DE Train, that's relatively unheard of. Now, I'm a 1.6 nostalgic 1.6 player, so to see this map go in that direction at this point, you're sweating it. You're absolutely sweating it. Now, the next map is going to be Cash, so it'll be interesting to see how they decide to do that. I don't know if they're going to go for the knife round or if the upper seed is going to choose the sides.
Cash will make or break you as well. That T-side is one of the most crucial T-sides for teamwork in the entire game right now, in my opinion.
Oh, I concur completely. So we will be going live here in just a second, I believe, as doesn't look like we do have a couple of players. That's your Disciple and your Hades right now are AFK in the CT spawn. So just waiting for them to come back, and then we should be getting underway. And it should be a good one. Should be a good one. It'll be a good one. I bet it'll be a good one.
How good? How good is it going to be? Like a good one?
It's going to be a good one.
Oh, okay. Not great, though? It's going to be a good one.
I don't know. So for those of you just joining in, this is goRNG TV. We appreciate you guys joining in, watching, spectating. This is the Las Vegas Open Qualifier online for the June 12th and 13th Las Vegas LAN that's going to be happening in a couple of months. Winner of this grand final in the best of 3 gets all of their expenses paid for the actual tournament itself. So not flight or board or anything like that, but their entry fees will be paid, and that's a
their gambling fees.
Yep, their $350 fee coming into this tournament. So a nice little prize purse coming out of this, as that's not something that you're going to have to pay for later on. We do have Pure now going to be on the terrorist side, and Area 51 going to be on the CT side. Joining you, actually joining me right here is going to be Sadakist. I am Mega Man, and that is going to be your casters for this evening. And it is going to be exciting. It's going to be a good one.
The cutest 8-bit character ever.
Cutest!
That's who you were.
You've seen the tattoo, right?
I haven't seen your tattoo in specific, but I've seen Mega Man many times.
I have a 8-bit
Mega
Man tattoo on my right
Can
forearm.
you send me a seductive Snapchat with only a 3-second limit so I have to rush my screenshot?
Oh my god, absolutely.
Awesome.
You bet your sweet ass.
Oh, baby.
I gotta say, out of all the people that I've casted with, this is the highest energy casting that I've ever done in my entire life. You've made this very, very fun. We're both high on crack.
Oh god,
for anybody just tuning.
Like, I'm the most ADD child in the world, and I haven't had pills in years.
Same
years. I just sell them on the market to pay for my gambling addiction.
Online pornography addiction.
That's gambling. It's the same thing.
Yeah, you know, hit or miss. And I'll take us away in this pistol round because you got the last one, so we'll do it that way. Be fair. We'll be fair. So we will see Area 51 on the CT side now. That is Disciple, Steno, Nitro, Hades, and Rush. And on the terrorist side of Pure, you have Slimmy, Miss Q, Professor Chaos, Semphis, and Valens. And it looks like they're favoring that inside bomb site take as they have thrown their decoys outside. We do have a little bit of a stack inside, as you can see from those smokes and flashes. That's going to provoke that rotation. 2 members coming through the Z-Halls. Actually, one of those members was by the hell side of CT Heaven. As Disciple going to open things up. Rush going to get one as well. Semphis answers back onto Rush and Nitro. Slimmy dropping one as well. Disciple going to pick up a second one. That's a 2-on-2. Make that a 2-on-1. As Hades drops Slimmy. Bomb on the back of Semphis. And Semphis looking to go down here. And he does to Hades. And that is a brilliant start for Area 51. They're looking to extend their lead 12-6.
Yep. Brilliant start indeed on the CT side, and obviously we had split opinions on this, so we can still argue over it, but from your perspective, that's crucial. That'll put them in a position where they can really kind of coast the rest of the way through this, give or take. I mean, it's not out of the woods yet. 10 rounds isn't a lot. Yeah, it's double digits. It looks big when you look up at the scoreboard and you think, oh my god, their number's massive, but it's not. It's not really. But good start. Gives them the momentum, gives them that 3-round spread should they take it. And we did see double ecos last half, so anything is possible. And in fact, they're going to get almost a free B site right now. I'm not sure why Area 51 chose to gamble with a stack on the gun round. but they did. Rush gets the first frag of the round with that Pokeball, takes down MSQ. Semphis responds, though, so it's already a 4-4, but Rush, uncontested, walks in, takes down Valens. Where was the cover on that angle? Slemmy is going to get the response, but there it is. Hades comes in, and Nitro, they converge for the final 3 frags, and they do get the defuse, so no eco round here. Area 51 now 11-6, and barring any complications, they should come out 12-6 on the ensuing round.
Now, it's like you said, but we do see 2 bomb plants now for Pure, so this should be a gun round.
Oh, you're right. Look at
all
that.
Have about 4K.
Oh, would you look at that?
Would you just look at that? Would you just look at it? Would you look at that? That is just, oh my God, would you just look at that? AKs across the board, 1 Galil on the back of Valens, and we're going to see if they can put him to work this round, as it is a full-blooded gun round coming from Pure. So Area 51, 11, Pure 6 in the first gun round of the second half is going to be underway now, as I killed a fly on my wall. So now we are.
Did you actually?
I did. I just smashed it.
Man, I never am able to kill those suckers, even when I'm focusing on it.
Now look at Disciple. He's pushed up on this lower ramp, and Semphis, the ever-aware, is going to catch him. So there's the AK-47 headshot onto Disciple. Disciple, you are forced to sit out this round. You are no longer valid, as it is a 4 versus 5 favoring the terrorist side of Pure. And this is going to be an exceptional start for Pure on the first gun round, as we see them, throwing a little harassment towards that inside bomb site. Nothing big, but look at Steno. He's actually pushed up by T-Con. If he pushes through, he might actually be able to spot that bomb that's been dropped by terrorist spawn. We do have 1 member. That's Hades playing underneath the ladder. He's got 1 member over there to beat. Rush going to be able to drop Semphis. Professor Chaos going to trade that one out instantaneously. And oh, Slimmy almost saw him down there in the ladder room, but he fell back just a second too late. Hades I'm sorry, that's Nitro, the name tag. It looked like Hades, even though none of the letters are even the same. But Nitro going to be able to drop it back to a 3 versus 3. Bomb has been picked up. They are hitting that inside bomb site. And Steno looking to go up the ladder. No, he is not. That burst fire from us. Oh my God, so nostalgic. Valen's going to get dropped by Nitro, and now it's a 2 versus 2. So we are going to see that bomb get planted inside Steno. His dome peeking out over top of that train. Slimmy just waiting patiently to take it off. Unfortunately, not going to happen just yet. Hades looking for the kill. Not going to find it just yet either. Professor Chaos going to go down at the hands of Hades, and Slimmy in the back of the site going to get the better of Steno there. So now we're on a 1 versus 1, and they're playing a little ring around the rosy on the blue train. And spotting up over top is Slimmy. Oh, and he looks away just the last second, but he does get the reaction shot up there, and Pure going to be able to scrape away with that one. 12 HP left on Slimmy.
Man, he's lucky he had an HP advantage when that exchange went down, because when he looked away, I thought that was it for him. I thought that was round over, but he manages to get the reaction shot with the AK against the pistol, too, so that helped. But, man, that's about all I picked up on that round, because I was mesmerized that you actually killed a fly. I suck at that. Did you do it barehanded, out of curiosity?
I did. I straight up, Shaolin, palmed it on the wall. It was incredible.
Wow.
It never had a chance.
Man, that guy. I feel bad, but I feel amazed at the same time. Balin's already down ladder right now, going to try and work in her, but Hades, there it is with that deagle. We saw him. You mentioned that first kill that he got an Ivy in the first half, and now he gets a second one with that deagle. Outside or inside, whatever, by ladder. You know where I mean. Slemmy's going to come around from T-Con right there. He gets dinked up. 4 HP remaining on him, but he falls back and manages to scathe away with only that sliver of health. And the exchanges are going down inside, left, right, and center. Hades makes it a bit of a fair advantage here for Area 51, but Professor Chaos cheekily double peeks and takes out Hades. It is an eco. Good call, as that means they could actually pick up on this one. And Professor Chaos down and out. Rush gets the frag there. Slemmy gets one on Disciple, but not enough. The positioning is too strong. Area 51 come out with the eco, and that's going to give them yet another round. That surprise buy did catch them out. We didn't go to 12-6 as expected, but we do see 12-7, and Area 51 are that much closer to securing map 1 of our lovely best of 3.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you saw that, but Rush picking up 2 frags, Steno getting 1, and Hades with 2 as well. And look at Hades, 21 and 11 right now. He's now evened himself up with Professor Chaos, who is 21 and 14. MSQ and Valens bringing up the rear for Pure, and really, if they want to get themselves back into this one, they got to do some fragging, big time. And this is the round to do it. It's an eco round, but I've seen you win these. I've seen you win these, Pure. So we are going to see whether or not they can do it. It is. It is seeing.
How can it be real if my eyes aren't real?
Exactly. So we are going to be seeing an inside take once again from Pure. and they are basically going to be running right into Disciple and right into Rush as they're both playing on the bomb train. This is an interesting setup. One watching the lower push, and that's already been put to rest. As Disciple picking up 2, Rush going to chime in with 1 as well, and that's going to leave it all on a 2 versus 5. Make that a 1 versus 5. Make that a no versus 5 as Disciple cleaning that one up. 4 frags for him. Boom! Goes the dynamite.
Really? I was holding on to it wondering what it did. Should I have let it go?
Yes.
Ah, damn it! This is going to hurt. I'd do my thumbs up for War Amp joke without my thumb up, but there's no webcam, so it doesn't work. But another gun round, we go right back into it as Area 51 extend ahead again to 13 rounds. Only 3 to go before they can wrap this one up, but not before Pure could make a case of getting back into it. I talked to, there it is, Slemmy with the op on this T side coming out from T-Con. Gets 1, gets a double, make it on Rush, make it a 3rd. Unbelievable play by him as he now takes down Steno, and Semphis has gone into Hades. While all of that was going down, they will get an easy plant outer just for that reason. And it leaves only Disciple remaining, who sits inside Z connectors, facing away on Semphis and Slemmy. And MSQ is now going to rotate back from the ladder room and try and spot up onto Disciple as he works passively and slowly in toward the site. Gets 1 on Semphis. It's now a 1-on-2. It's still winnable. And Slemmy with that op, still just searching around on the site. Disciple on the bomb train, still trying to spot him out. Slemmy whiffs on that one, gives away his positioning, and now Disciple's going to try and run him out. All the while the bomb continues to tick and surely will detonate. But nonetheless, the excitement is still on as the frag pursuit continues, and Disciple's left wondering where everyone's gone to hide as the bomb detonates. And it will be an 8th round for Pure. And I just want to touch on the fact their CT side's been strong, their T side has been disorganized, and at times that's shown again here.
And that's fascinating to see. I don't know if you saw Disciple at the end of that round where he just like, the bomb went off, he survived outside of the electrical box, and then he just looked confused. He was just like, where did everybody go? You were all right here. Why did you?
I just want to be friends.
Why? Like, why would you do that to me? But anyway, back to the gun round once again, as we see a lot of damage being dealt to Steno early in this one, as we are going to be seeing an exchange of weapons there, as Slemmy going to be picking up that AWP. It looks like they don't have an offer on Pure's side, so they're just kind of swapping around that gun. Whoever's got the best spawn to start off the round, you're going to get that AWP. Hades into Semphis to start this one off, as we do see a 4 versus 5, and that bodes well for the side of Area 51. Now, a nicely placed grenade or a nice Molotov will dispatch Steno if he's not careful here, as we do see them working their way out for this outside take. Rush looking to pick off 1, not able to connect with that M4 fire. The grenade's going to go in and do a little bit of damage there. Actually, a whole hell of a lot of damage as Professor Chaos going to double him up now, as he does take down 2. Looking for more. He is going to get more. That's 3 frags now for Professor Chaos. The Disciple on the outside, he's going to answer back with 2 big frags of his own. That's going to leave it on Hades and Disciple versus Professor Chaos. And once again, Professor Chaos looking for the 5K round. And I've seen him do this in league play. And oh, he pulls out a Molotov.
Missed time.
Oh, God. That's just
wrong
so
time to fuel your drinking addiction. Put the drink away.
Oh, my Jesus.
Well, overtime point. Comeback? No, maybe? I don't think so. Not on train.
I don't think so. I think that they're going to have to wrap this one up and hope to hell that they can pull it off on cash.
Well, you know why they need to wrap it up? Because this map is AIDS.
Oh! That's not what I thought you were going to go with. That was good. I like it.
Disciple inside right now with the support of
dead babies, and you decided to go with
I could have gone there, but that's a bit crude. Even I have a filter. Just kidding, that's a lie. Valen's going to smoke out here at lower B and then work over toward upper with his teammate Semphis, who stepped in for Demaster if you haven't been with us earlier in the match. And that CZ75 just shot him across the map. That thing is ridiculous. As Nitro, though, with the op, will get the retreating Semphis as he falls back into the doorway. The bomb does get planted, though, and that's a little bit of, I guess, solitude in the round here for Pure. But it's not going to matter. There's still a 3-on-3 going on, and it is an eco, and they've only managed to pick up 1 gun in Valens, but he makes good work with it. Hades is going to drop down as a result. That Galil doing the damage, but Steno and Nitro pick up frags of their own, so now Slemmy playing it out on the bomb. Had no bullets and had no positioning. So, easy win, easy wife, easy life. Area 51, 15 match point, 7 match points.
Yep, We're going to see some Galils being purchased from the terrorist side for sure, for sure. Probably Galils across the board. 3. Scout. Oh.
I love Scout.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to watch her the whole time.
Wow. All right. So, Professor Chaos is going to try to put that to work against the head armor of Area 51. But surely this match is going to go the way of Area 51 as they are on match point. The first up, potentially 7. And the first frag going to go the way of Steno on to Slimmy. That's going to drop that Galil out of his hands as we do see an Ivy take. This, I believe, is the first time that they've opted to go towards Ivy. And Nitro, he's going to get caught here in just a second if he's not careful. Here comes some smokes. Oh, and he goes down to the hands of Simphis. So a nice rebuttal onto Nitro. And Simphis with the AWP, he's going to drop Steno. And now it's a 3 versus 4. And Rush right on the other side of the smoke. Oh, my God, it's so tense. It's so tense. There was one terrorist right on the other side. MS2 going to put a scout bullet into him. That's not going to be enough. And a dink onto Valens as well as Rush finally gets dropped. Flashbang is going to be thrown down towards the Ivy areas. Disciple going to be trying to get himself out of dodge there. And he does. So we are on a 2 versus 3. Bomb yet to be planted as it's still over by the Ivy lane. As it is on the back of Professor Chaos. So we are going to see if he can work his way in towards this bomb site. And he is going to be contested now by Disciple and Hades. Hades with the AWP. As we also see... Oh, he misses the shot. Looking for it. He does finally get it. And Valen's going to be your last man standing. And that's going to be the map. 16-8 in favor of Area 51. And we are going to be hightailing it onto Cash for the next one. And Sadicus, what do you think? Cash?
I don't know. I mean, like we talked about, this map sucks in general, so I'm not even going to talk about that. The CT side came out stronger. You win there again. So, yeah, let's just move on. No, but Area 51, I will mention, they are 9-2. They still have to play